Welcome to the Language Podcast. I'm your host, Jada Marie, and we got some things to talk about. Yet again, another late show. I'm not gonna lie, y'all wasn't gonna get the show. I honestly was going to give y'all photos for the podcast, but I know that y'all know that I did a photo shoot, and y'all probably like, where the hell are your pictures? I took those pictures for like career things, for work, and other things that I'm working on. So hopefully you'll see them soon, but I will post them. Just give me some time. But we're here and we're doing it because I tell y'all this all the time. I enjoy talking to y'all, and I would just feel less of a person not giving y'all episode. I know I'm late again. It's gonna be later than last week. I promise. I pretty pinky swear. I promise that I will do better. So I'm gonna start with the check-in, and maybe y'all can understand why y'all getting this late and why y'all almost didn't have one. At the end of the day, y'all know I enjoy podcasting. I don't get money for this. I do this for fun. This is just something that I'm passionate about, and I know it's gonna take time to get to where I want to be. So I'm just taking my time. I know y'all see my hair. I took my braids down. I know some of y'all was thinking, how many episodes is she gonna have with her braids in? They're out, okay? And I have not washed my hair, but I will, because these people here, they don't know any different. So let's start with the check-in. I'm not gonna lie. Last week kicked my ass. Last week kicked my ass. I try to stay positive. I try to keep my head above water, even if it's about right here. I try. I really do. But sometimes you just burn out and you don't have enough. You don't have any try left in you. And I kind of felt like that's how I was at the end of the week, which is why I had every intention. Excuse me, I got a cough. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I had every intention to record over the weekend like I normally do, but I just needed to woosah. I really needed to woosah, and I tell y'all all the time that I'm on an emotional roller coaster, but I'm starting to just accept this roller coaster ride. I'm just gonna call it life because I have my highs and my lows, like I said, but I'm really just learning how to work with myself when I'm low. When I'm feeling low, I don't talk to myself, shitty. I don't beat myself up. But when you're low, allow yourself to be low. I told y'all last week, how do you even know what a high feels like if you've never been low? So I'm just accepting this roller coaster ride as life. That I have found an analogy for life, and life is like a roller coaster for me. So, again, I have a job that has actually drained me. It drained me last week. And I don't want to talk too much about it, but hey, I just thank God that I have a job during the times of people losing jobs and other things that are going on. So I just be talking to myself, telling myself, come on, Jay, come on, Jay. So that's all that it is. Nothing too major. If y'all are like concerned about me, don't be too concerned. It's work, but we're going to get through it. Bookies. I think I've only read two chapters since the last time I have talked to y'all. Again, I was busy last week. Didn't have time to read. Even when I did come home, I just needed to woosah, decompress a little bit. I was also able to pick up on some, yeah, I think I've told y'all this, but I think I am an emotional eater, and I caught myself, and we ain't doing that. So that might be something that I may talk to y'all about in the near future, but right now I have kind of been off on my reading, just off, and I'm really allowing myself to just be off and get back on track while I'm at, hold on, get back on track when I feel ready. So that's what it is, y'all. It hasn't been the best week, but I think I got through like a chapter. Got through a chapter, still sad, not a lot of tears like last week, but I'm getting through that book. So the topic today, I thought that I was going to talk to y'all about one thing, and when I really researched the topic, it turned out to be something else. So let me tell y'all something. We grown over here. If you do not want to hear this conversation, if you don't want to learn about it, whatever the case may be, please feel free to not listen. And if you have any children or anything listening or around, I don't recommend you listen to this episode while you're around them. most of my episodes are not geared towards kids. I mean, I'm not inappropriate, but this episode is going to talk a little bit about like sex and things that some of y'all might not want kids to hear. So let's get to it. And I'm going to tell y'all how we got to this topic. So we're going to talk about this word and this action called gooning. Goon. I know some of y'all, when you first hear the word goon, you might think of like a thug or something like that. But I am going to tell y'all how this was brought to my attention. I told y'all a couple of months ago I was going around to coffee shops, the local coffee shops in Arizona, and I came across a coffee shop where they sold coffee in bikinis. It was giving Hooters vibes. I already said in the video, or I think I've said on the podcast, I think it's for girls. I think it's a girls type of thing. Like, as women, here you are out here in a swimming suit, like it's confidence type of thing. But of course, when I uploaded this TikTok, it went viral, I guess, and the comments are what they are. Of course, people are going to feel a certain way, like, oh, women want to be respected, but y'all out here doing things like this. I did not engage in those type of conversations because I believe that women can do, y'all should be able to do whatever y'all want, without men having something to say. But that's neither here nor there. So the bikini coffee beans video went up. Okay, it had its little moment, woohoo, whatever. Then it gained some more traction again. Then it started to gain more traction, but I realized it was gaining traction with these weird comments saying like, I can't goon, 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 no gooning. And I'm like, what the fuck is gooning? What are these people talking about? Because number one, um, I don't want it to make it about this situation, but we do have to talk about how this whole goon thing came up associated with this coffee shop. Long story short, a man was in the line, he was masturbating, and he committed suicide. I don't know if it was one and the same act, like because this happened, that's why he went and did it. I don't know. But this is where the traction of the video came back from, that incident. So it's a bunch of people like, I can't goon, no gooning, goon, 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 goon. And me personally, I'm like, what's this? Because I don't want to like not offend the family, but have things that can hurt them still be up there. But that wasn't the case. So I went to go look it up one day briefly, and I was like, oh, okay. I thought that it meant that men just being men because they get to have access or buy access to OnlyFans. When you're on the internet, you see more naked women. So I thought that gooning came from men being able to see women in a certain way, and then when they go out in the world they think like, oh well, because women show their body this way that they should be able to be disrespectful. That's not what it was. Okay, y'all, I looked it up in great detail, and that's not what it is. So let me tell y'all what gooning is, but let me tell y'all the source that I use, because we cite sources over here. I need to pull this piece of hair because it's going to bother me. I told y'all I did not wash my hair, so I think I actually might have cut my hair, but we're not going to get into that because, yeah, no. Anyways, so what is gooning? I put in my notes that gooning is masturbation basically, but acting like you're like losing yourself almost. So people can say like it's fake, you're over exaggerating, but it's basically you masturbating and losing yourself in a moment. So like you going cross-eyed, your tongue out, but it says that it normally doesn't end with orgasming in the end. So again, I was like, all right, this isn't making sense. Can you explain it a little bit more? The source, I think I told y'all, it's called them.us, and it's basically they gave credit to like the queer community because that's where I guess this word started, where it came from. And all I got it from it was that it's similar to edging. Most women might know what edging is. If you don't know what edging is, you can go look that up. I'm not about to tell you what edging is, or I actually can because we're adults. And edging is when women are like close to coming, but they kind of stop themselves. And I guess like it makes that experience like 10 times better when you really do orgasm. That's what it is. So it says that it's similar to edging, but more so losing control loudly. I knew that this was going to be an interesting topic when it was like there is a porn category for Gooning. So I guess if you are watching things virtually, some people they stream. I'm not into the Twitch and all the other things that people get off into in the internet. It's kind of scary and it sucks that people get off into these things in the internet, but these things are available now. And I guess Gooning sometimes for some people, if you watch porn and that's what you get off on, people could be faking, but you get off on it. So it's that type of thing. So to be considered a gooner is to be an exaggerator of pleasure. So anybody that's exaggerating the pleasure that they have, I guess you're deemed as gooning, supposedly. And again, I know y'all probably thinking, how does that tie into the Bikini Beans coffee? I don't know. I don't know. I just know a bunch of people kept putting it in my comments, and I was like, what is this? And this is the information that came up. So I can't say I don't know how it translated to what it is today, but it says that it's a slang word that could be used like referring to people being overly excited about things. So Gen Z and Gen Alpha are the ones who will more so use this word gooning for like, oh, you just over exaggerating, or oh, you're doing too much. Let me actually give you an example because I still have the article pulled up. And y'all know me, I don't want to just be talking in circles, but let me find it because this seems to be a word that at one point in time it meant something. And I feel like it was for men to be able to express themselves, to do whatever. I didn't get off into where it originated from. I just wanted to know why it was in my comments. And I wanted y'all to know if y'all heard it, what it means. So this says, like I told y'all, they said that gooning it's like being an actor. So of course they said like a gooner can call out a gooner, which it's words, like just words and putting meaning to words, which we're not even gonna go off into that because that's another topic for another day. I'm still looking for it. Give me a second, y'all. I know y'all like, girl, you should have been ready. And I was ready. I had my notes, but I forgot. Okay. So it says because gooning means to lose yourself or doing a performance of losing yourself in pleasure while you masturbate. The term can be more used more generally in a way to describe being overly excited about anything, which is what I said. So it says you're excited about something. No, you're absolutely gooning over it. So if you're like, oh, I'm excited about this, I guess the young folk may be like, oh, you're gooning over it. Crazy, right? What else? They're exaggerating the way they act. No, they're gooning. So if you're exaggerating, you're gooning. You're gagged. No, you're gooning. This is what the article says. This is basically saying this is how people use the term today. So yeah, I'm not reading this. These are a bunch of quotes that they put in here and they not making sense. So at the end of the day, that's what gooning is. That's what I found out that it is. I know y'all like that was quick. Um, I am trying to switch up the show. I'm not gonna lie. I am because I gotta do my part. And I know y'all like to learn. So I just taught y'all about gooning. But that's what I gave y'all because the video continues to get these messages and these comments about gooning. I'm sad about this hair. I mean, if I did cut my hair, I needed my ends clipped anyway, but whatever. Anyways, let's go to music. Again, when I record off work, it's like squirrel. That's where my brain is. I hope that y'all like can tell the difference. Not in a bad way. But I hope that y'all can tell when I've recorded over the weekend versus when I record when I get off work. So let's get to music because I'm not probably going to make this a 30-minute episode. I'm going to make this really quick. I have been fangirling. I have been fangirling over Ray. And I meant to mention that last episode because I was listening to Ray. And I think that I was fangirling so hard that I forgot to even mention her. But Ray is the girl who gave y'all the clip of the Oscar winning tears that y'all have used on TikTok. Sometimes TikTok music really puts me on to good music. I can't believe that y'all take clips of like beautifully crafted songs. And those are the clips that y'all choose to use on TikTok, like Tyler, the Creator, like him. That is a good song. And to know that that clip on TikTok came from that song is crazy. So I listened to Ray. I did. I listened to her album called My 21st Century Blues. And I listened to that while I was in California, but then I kind of went down her Instagram because I think she performed at the Oscars. That girl performed, sang. She said she was nervous about singing it. Baby girl, you blew that out the water, like sang it. So I kept going down her Instagram, and she's a jazz girl. She's a jazz girl through and through. And I didn't know. So I put that I was impressed by her like jazz background, the feeling that you get. And also, if you are telling me a story through your music, I like you. Don't just be out here talking stuff, not making sense, telling lies, talking about how you did this and you did that. You didn't do that. You didn't do that. So if y'all have not listened to Ray, I know y'all might have heard Oscar winning Tears. Please go listen to her project or any other music that she has out. Again, her name is Ray, Raye. I, of course, wanted to know, is she black? What is she? That ain't my business. The baby girl can sing, and that's all that matters. So, aside from that, I have been listening to a lot of music. I have been allowing my mood to choose what I listen to. I kind of just been letting the music play. Apple Music does not do good. We know this, y'all. Apple Music, Spotify is horrible. I know some people will tell you it's AI generated, it's AI music, all of that. Maybe I could do some more research and tell y'all what's really going on with our music apps, but we got to go back to Pandora. Pandora gives us all the options. Even when I'm in the car with people and they're playing music, I'm like, well, what you listening to? And they like Pandora, because when I listen to Spotify and Apple Music, they can give you about 5 good songs. And then after that, it's like, where did this come from? Or they will just start you over with what you were originally listening to. And that's not why I came to you. So I don't have any music to really put y'all on to. I've been listening to Tim's, Cleo Soul, Sir, El Mean, SZA. Still taking a break on Kendrick. Don't know when that's gonna kick back in. Again, I just been trying to learn it feels like a new job. I've been trying to learn my new job. So my focus hasn't really been there. But anything that's like calming. Me and my mama had a little singing day yesterday. We came back from running errands and just listened to music and sang our little hearts out. So that's that. I would be sad if I did not announce, or not even announce, but rest in peace to Angie Stone and Dwayne from Tony. I know that some of y'all may have listened to my episode. Now that's what I call 80s R&B. If you haven't, go back and listen to that episode. I actually put y'all on to some music, some artists, the groups that they came from. I talked about Tony. I think I talked about Angie Stone. I can't particularly remember, but there's no way that I cannot just bring these two people names up, because it felt like I lost a family member almost. I didn't cry, but I was like, what? And it's sad that people cannot rest in peace without people on the internet coming up with stories and things like that. Y'all have to stop. Y'all truly have to stop. If you don't have the facts, and yeah, that may be true that, this person had this conversation before, but that does not mean that how that person died was on purpose. Y'all need to calm down with that. Like, y'all really do. People's families see that stuff. I don't know if y'all think that y'all just one little person in the mass of the internet, but you don't know. People's family can see that, and y'all have to just keep it to yourself. Even Dwayne, Tony, it's just crazy because my mom, when I went to go see Usher, I was supposed to go see Raphael Sadiq, and I told y'all that, but I did not know that Tony was all coming, so I did not go to that concert, but my cousin and my mom did, and they had a time. So I am glad that it's almost been a year. Has it been a year? It's been a year. It's been a year. Time has flown. Oh my goodness. So it's been a year, and I'm glad that he was able to perform and, give his last hoorah. But let those two beautiful souls rest in peace. Now let's go to TV, because I've been watching some TV. And I want to start with Traitors. Y'all don't watch Traitors, because if y'all did, y'all would have told me. I don't care. This is a spoiler alert. Traitors is over and the Faithfuls won. I told y'all the Faithfuls was going to win the game. And I'm telling y'all, I really be trying to watch TV for what it is. I'd be like, this is a game. I don't be trying to be like, oh, the white woman did that. No, I don't. And even at the end of Traitors, do I feel bad about what happened? I mean, the fact that we was left on that cliffhanger for a week. I felt like they sat at that table for a week until Brittany flipped over her tray or whatever that was, and it said Danny. Did I think that she was gonna vote Danielle? No, I did not. I didn't, but a part of me did because it's a game, and why would you not? Anyways, I'm glad they clocked her tea. I'm glad they got Brittany out of there. I am also glad that all four of the faithfuls decided to lock in and trust each other, because if Dolores would have said that she believes that there was a traitor amongst her, I'm not gonna lie, I would have wanted them to send Dolores home. Dolores hasn't voted right since the game. And I just feel like Dolores and Ivar, at the end of the day, of course, some people are gonna win by default. Did Dolores and Ivar play the same game that Gabby and Dylan played? No, but at the end of the day, it's a game where some people gonna make it to the end, and either you gonna split the money or you gonna be a traitor, even though you were a faithful, and cut people out of money. And me personally, I wouldn't cut people out of money. I don't play with money like that. So yeah, the Traitors ended good. I started the reunion. I have not finished it. I'm glad to see that a lot of people saw this as a game, that they didn't have any hard feelings towards how people was playing. Carolyn has some issues within self and how she shows up in her and how she believes that people perceive her. But I don't think that Danielle disrespected her. I think that the Traitors just, they played a fucked up game amongst each other, and that's that. Now, Severance. I am on season 2. I think I'm on season 2, episode 3 or 4, and I have nothing but questions because I feel bamboozled. I feel like, Helly bitch, you been playing? I don't know. I don't know how much I believe her. Like, I don't know, y'all. I got a lot of questions. I'm looking at the TV like, And y'all saying Mark an asshole, but I'm not gonna lie. Mark got every reason to be an asshole because y'all playing with him. Like, y'all playing with Mark. I don't see him as an asshole. I see that y'all got him fucked up. And everything is clearly about Mark. Well, I ain't gonna go too far off in it because I don't know who watches Severance, but I don't know. As of now, Mark ain't really the villain. He is confused. He trying to figure out what is going on. Like, y'all not gonna play him to feel crazy. He know what he know, and that's that. He shouldn't be mean to his sister though. But I think that him being an asshole is him being a little defensive. But that's what I got for y'all. Again, I know I told y'all last week, like, I'm gonna do better, I'm gonna be on time, I'm gonna do this and that. Just bear with me, please bear with me. I showed up because I promised y'all, and I don't break my promises, just like I made a promise at the beginning of the show. But I need a break. I needed a break. Sometimes I need a break. Sometimes I just need to breathe. And I know that y'all might need a break too. I know sometimes you just want to say F everything and you'll get back to it. But I tell myself, all my hard work that I put in, I got to keep showing up. This could be that one time where I don't show up and it's like, damn, like, why didn't you show up? So that is all that I have for y'all. I do want to let y'all know there will be 2 different YouTube channels. Okay, y'all should have known that this was coming. One YouTube channel is going to be for the podcast, and then one YouTube channel, you'll see what it's going to be. I don't want to talk about it too much because I want to make sure that I stick to it and that I show up for myself. So I just want to let y'all know about those changes. It might happen this week. Like, this episode might be posted to the new YouTube channel, or it might not. I will let y'all know, but y'all know where to figure out all this information. I have an Instagram where you can follow me, and that name is its_J Marie, 2 E's. And then if you have any questions, suggestions, y'all, when I say suggestions, I mean, like, if you want to be like, hey, you should include this in the show, or you should do this, you should do that. That's what my email is for. I want y'all to email me at itsjmarie9 2 E's @gmail.com. Again, I'm open to things. If you want to hear something, if you have a question about something, I will make sure that I put it in this podcast. I will definitely listen to what the listeners want, because y'all are the ones that listen to the show and keep coming back. So, yes, it's my show, but it's my show for you guys, and I hope that I'm doing a good job with being that piece of, I don't want to say escape, but just this place where you can come and laugh and catch up with music, TV, whatever I'm over here just yapping about. But I hope that y'all are doing good mentally, physically, emotionally. I know sometimes it could be a lot. I know sometimes it might not be enough, but make sure that you are showing up for yourself, checking in with yourself, feeling your body, feeling your heart, making sure, again, what do I tell y'all? Breathe in 5 times, breathe out 5 times. Go sit outside, listen to the birds chirp. I can tell y'all what time the birds chirp over here at 6:40 a.m. They get together and they chirp. It is very refreshing to hear the birds get together. I feel like they have a meeting about their day and then they go on about their business. I don't know. It's bird talk. I just hope that y'all are doing the best that y'all can during this time. I can't say one day last week, I did get on the internet and it was like eerie quiet. You know, it's always something every day in the headlines, and nothing was in the headlines that day. And I was like, are we good? It's okay. Peace is okay. I think that we are so used to chaos now that that's all we think. Like it's going to be something after something after something. Breathe. Read a book. I have not been reading. Read a book for me. Go do a puzzle. Go take a walk. Go to the gym. Go listen to music. Go to a coffee shop. You know, we talked about third places, third spaces. If y'all want to go listen to that episode, to find a third space to go and clear your mind, that's available too. But I am going to go ahead and let y'all go. As always, please leave a review. Please share this podcast with your friends, your family, anybody who is looking for a podcast, a new podcast to listen to, or something new. Recommend it to them, because, again, I know the people that show up, I know the people that support. I love y'all, I appreciate y'all, but I'm looking for the strangers. I'm looking for the people that's like, oh, I don't know this girl, but they still enjoy what I am delivering. So that's all that I have for y'all. Again, keep y'all heads above water, breathe, drink water, drink some water, drink a lot of water. If you think that you're hungry, but you're really not hungry, drink water. That's something I need to tell myself. But, anyways, I love y'all. Bye.